Hi there, my name's Scott Newhouse. I wanted to record a quick video for you about 6 things that you need to do before you retire. Think of this as like a little checklist that you've got to knock off. You've got to go through each single item before you finally call it quits from that job, okay? So number 1, the first thing that you got to do is you got to build a solid emergency fund. Typically, you hear financial planners say you need 3 to 6 months of living expenses while you're working. However, when you retire, when you turn on your assets to create an income for you, I think you've got to boost that up to at least 12 to maybe even 24 months of living expenses in that emergency fund. Because we don't have that normal, stable, reliable income that we had before when you were working, a normal job and getting a paycheck every single 2 weeks. So number 1, build up that emergency fund at 12 to 24 months of living expenses. Number 2, you've got to review your investments. If you're like most people, you have been accumulating assets for the last 20 to 30 years and you've been in high growth mode. Now it's time to change the dynamics of your portfolio, and you've got to change your investments so that you can create a retirement income that's going to last for you. And that's a different investing strategy than investing for accumulation and high growth. So you've got to check your investments, review them, consider some changes to them. Number 3, you've got to add up your non-retirement income. So things like Social Security, a pension, royalties, anything else that you might get, passive income from real estate, things like an inheritance that you might get in the future, anything like that. Just add up and let's see how much you're going to get from your non-investment assets in the future. And that's going to help us determine how much we need to take out of your investment accounts as well. So that's really important to do. The next one that I have for us, before you quit, you've got to max out your employee benefits. Every company is going to have unique, different benefits, of course. So I want you to go through all of your benefits, see if you're utilizing every single thing that you can. If not, see if you can take advantage of different stuff. Sometimes I see clients who have discounts to estate planning. That's a really cool benefit. And HSA is a great benefit that not enough people are taking advantage of. And of course, any matching contributions that your company does, you want to take full advantage of that before you finally call it quits. My next one, the 5th one I have for us, is you've got to sit down and determine your expenses. Yes, the expenses that you have right now, as well as the expenses that you want to have in the future. And before you retire, you just have to drill down on this number and figure out exactly what it is, because if we have no idea of what your expenses are, I really don't think you should retire. It's that important to figure out, because we've got to know how much we can take out of your portfolio that's going to match your expenses, and we've got to make sure that the numbers actually work. If we don't know what the numbers are, we have no way of knowing if the numbers are actually going to work. So that's number 5, super important. Sit down and determine your expenses now, as well as what you want them to be in your retirement future. And my last one I have for you is to plan for your taxes in retirement. Every situation is going to be so unique and so different, but what you want to do is you want to look at the investments that you have and what type of accounts those are in and how those accounts are taxed. So we have taxable accounts, tax-deferred accounts, tax-free accounts, as well as different tax rules in terms of pensions, Social Security, real estate, etc. So you've got to look big picture at everything that you have going on and see if you can make any tweaks, adjustments, improvements to your tax situation. And again, if we can pay a little bit less in taxes going forward, that's going to increase the longevity of your portfolio. And that's why it's so important to just have that solid plan for your taxes. So I hope this was helpful. 6 really important things that you need to do before you call it quits. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.